Hi everyone, welcome back to Metanoia. My name is Carrie Jane. I want to start off this video with apologizing for any background noise you might hear. It's very windy, it's very rainy right now. Looks like the 10-day forecast is going to be like that, unfortunately, so get ready for lots of indoor videos. But anyway, yeah, sorry about that, can't control it, but today's video will hopefully be a very insightful one, a very meaningful one, because this is a number sequence that, again, is very common for lots of people out there, and it's very special to me too, so I'm going to do the best I can to convey the importance of this number and why we're seeing it, and get to the root of the number 444. So before you continue watching this video, if you haven't done so already, please go to the beginning of my playlist, watch my video on why are we seeing repeating numbers in the first place, because there is something to be said about seeing these number sequences in general, not just individually. And also, I'm a numerologist, so if you've been watching my numerology videos and you want to schedule a reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description. One is to an Etsy shop, and the other is to Patreon, which is a monthly thing. So, let's get to it. So the number 4 is all about stability, hard work, discipline, and the home. Emphasis on the home. I think it's that particular message of the 4 that makes it so special, that makes it, when we're seeing it, there is just something very special about it, and also the reason why it is often associated as a sign from the angels. Now, it's a little bit confusing these days, because if you look up repeating number sequences online or in books, everything is angel numbers. It's like, that is a thing. It's like not numerology, but if it's a repeating number, it's an angel number. I mean, sure, maybe. If you are especially working with that kind of energy, if you are working with the angels, technically any message is from your angels, so in that case, sure. But I don't like to generalize or limit to that extent. And so in my practice, I do associate, in particular, the number sequence 444 with the angels, or anything on the other side. So this could be past loved ones, this could be your spirit guides, or your team in general. And so yeah, I think it's really important to start out with that, because for a lot of people it's angels, and for others, I know for sure it was like their number sequence for people who have passed on, who they knew in this life. So think about that as we're going through this, what that means to you and how that could relate to your life right now. When you are saying the number 444, it is a sign that your spirit team, whatever that may be for you, is acknowledging your hard work. They see you doing that thing that no one else sees you doing, and they're saying, we like that, that's awesome, we see you and you have our support. I think that's why it's so common to see this number right now, because often if you're doing this kind of work, you might be alone somehow. You probably don't have as much physical support in this life as you do with other things. It's a lot of this stuff, a lot of our spiritual sides, we have to keep to ourselves. And so if you have just started an awakening process, if you started especially a project, because the number 4 is all about hard work, the spirit team is acknowledging your hard work on that project. They are saying, yes, we see you doing this thing and we love this, and even though you feel like you don't have support, you actually do. And I think that's why I see this number the most often, because not everyone gets to have people. And I've been a one-man band my whole life. I've been just doing this thing and other things my whole life alone. And so that's what that creates in many people often is the feeling that you can't ask for help, because who are you going to ask for help? Who is going to support you on that journey? Who are you going to be able to talk to about this? Who is witnessing this, this amazing thing that you're supposed to be doing right now, your life work? Someone does. Someone is seeing you do that work. And so that's why I think this is such a special message to receive. So having said that, I just want to put out there, you might be seeing this number because it's trying to remind you that you need to ask for help. It's reminding you that you can ask for help. And so I just feel like that's a really important thing for me to say right now in this video. But also, it's a reminder that you have a home. A lot of us don't feel like we have a home here. Me especially, like I said, I've never had physical support in this world beyond like just having, enough money to feed myself essentially. Like I've been doing all this work completely alone. And so I get it. It's so easy to feel like you don't have a place here, but you do. Especially like when you start your awakening process, or like whatever sparks you to explore deeper in life. That's what I mean by awakening. When you start that, and if you're that kind of person who started to see the number 444 when you were doing this, it's also like welcoming you home. Your spirit guides, your angels, your team is saying, welcome home. You're doing this work. And while you're doing this work, it's like you're remembering us, and we're so happy that you're back. And like, I'm almost gonna cry because it's so beautiful. It's like, I mean, I want to cry because I'm thinking about my own life and how like this transpired for me. It was like I was always a spiritual person, but it has been a lot of work trying to take off the layers that were put on top of me that kind of kept me from unfolding all of this information that is this spiritual work for me and for everyone, this entire experience essentially. And that's like another video, so I don't want to go too far down that lane, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that I felt like as a kid, I always had this 444 presence in my life, but it like barged through a door like when I was 19, and like that's when all this 444 stuff started to happen for me personally. And so that's why I think it's so amazing. It's like I feel like I left my family to come do this earth thing. And then there would come a time when I would wake up out of the amnesia, as we all will eventually, and remember them, and I have. And so, to me, that's what the 444 is all about, and it might be for you too. If you watch the first video in this playlist, it'll explain to you, how this could mean something different to you. But I definitely wanted to share my own personal experience in that matter with you guys to, provide that extra context in case there's anyone out there, who did go through the same thing. In my 111 video, I recommended a song to represent the energy of that repeating number. And I have another song for you guys in this video too. And that is by my favorite artist, Aurora. She's Norwegian. And the specific song I want you guys to look up is Queendom. And the main lyric in that song is, "You have a home in my queendom." And so to me, that's how I relate to this energy. It's like your spirit team telling you, you have a home here. You're always supported. You're always loved. Seeing this number repeatedly over and over could also be a sign that you just started to work with the angels. Maybe, angels weren't really a thing that you were into, but you started down a certain path and things started happening in your life and you felt different and you started seeing this number. It could be actual legitimate angel presence in your life. If you start seeing flashes of light in the air, or like feathers everywhere, just very strange stuff, paranormal stuff even possibly happening, that feels like really good, really positive, feels like you have support, it could be a sign of that as well. And that's basically all I have to say about the 444 repeating number. And I think I just want to wrap this video up with saying that being an earth angel is really hard. It's hard work. But it's the message of the 4 is just about waking up every day, doing that obligation, doing that duty as a human being, and doing what we came here to do. And just knowing that while we're doing that, we are not alone and we do have a home, and this hard work will pay off eventually. We are not able to see where this is going to lead. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to know, what's going to happen with all of this, because it would sabotage what we're doing. But it will lead to where we're meant to go. And so I think the 444 could potentially mean like having faith as well, because waking up every day and doing this duty requires a lot of faith, and it requires knowing that you have support. So let me know what you thought about this in the comments. Please like and subscribe so that other people can find my videos, those who are meant to. And thank you as always so much for watching. And check out the other links in the description, because I have other social medias there, so on and so forth. Stay tuned for next week, because I'll be doing the 555 video. And I hope you're all having a lovely day, a lovely week, wherever you are right now. And I'll see you all soon.